Welcome back to the Francescan Disorder, and if you've just bumped into me for the first time, please consider being a friend by subscribing. Today's video is a follow-up of the last video where I said, well, the last video I did say that it was a preamble to this story that I wanted to tell you today. So it might be worth watching the last one before you come to this one, otherwise you may not understand some things that I'm going to be saying. So without, wasting too much of your time, I know you're here for the story. If you're watching, you may have watched the other one, I don't know, but it says story time, so perhaps you're here for the story. And this is a story of how I got the ring. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. It felt like I was, flipping people out. But yeah, it's a story of how I got the ring before Valentine. It's my proposal story. In the last video, I said, I told you, I kind of gave you an insight to, not everything, just as much as possible. A bit of an insight to my journey in my relationship before, I got to the point where I was given the ring and asked to marry them. After I'd done all the things that I said I'll do, which were, I'm just going to quickly summarize them now. I'm not going to go into them because if you'd like to know, go and watch that video. So I was comfortable in myself. I was open to, love finding me or me finding love. I almost did not, but I did recognize it when I found it. What else? I took the natural progression, in the direction that our relationship was going, the next step, which was I'd moved in with the Hubz at the time. I gave him a shocker. Well, before I gave him a shocker, I pondered on, or I tried to decipher whether he was going to give me a ring. I tried to read his mind, and when I decided that I was satisfied that this is what he wanted to do, I made sure that I let him know that, okay, I know that you're going to give me a ring, and let him know that if you do give me, I'm going to accept it. And then I also then tried to say to him, this is how I would like it to go. This is a big picture of what I want. So, it's up to you to put the details into that big picture. So we're here now. Oh, and then finally, I then gave him a shocker. Well, the two of us gave ourselves a shocker. Well, I don't know. Like, there was a shocker. There was a time apart between two of us when we both then had to think about our lives together, when we both then had to be separate and see if that's what we wanted for each other, or we wanted to come back and be forever. But anyway, yeah, so it's the shocker that led me up to here. I went to Nigeria, spent Christmas in Nigeria, spent New Year in Nigeria, came back towards the end of, I spent more than New Year in Nigeria. I came back towards the end of January. And, when I came back, it was like a start afresh for the relationship. It was like a new honeymoon period. Afresh, man was behaving well. I guess I was behaving well as well because I hadn't seen him in a long time. But yeah, we were just going through the relationship as normal. I didn't sense anything. I didn't think anything was going to happen. As far as proposal, I didn't think it was going to happen. We were just going through our lives in the relationship as normal. I think that period between end of January and Valentine's Day, we were doing, as I said, it was like honeymoon afresh. It was like we hadn't seen each other in a long time, so we were, doing a lot of things together, going out, going on dates, going places. We were just doing a lot of things together. And then one of the days before Valentine, by this time we had gone into February, the night before, we went to see a movie. Yeah, we went to see a movie the night before. And would you believe that, that was the end of the honeymoon, because the night before, at the movies, we had a fight, as you do, and you won't believe about what it was. I'm just going to leave that details, but yeah, the honeymoon was beginning to fall apart, and on the next day, we had already made plans to go to London, so, you know, we were going to London anyway, but we were, you know, if you're in a relationship, you know the situation when, you know, they're not your best friend, but you still love them. They're not your best friend at the time. You don't like them in the moment, but you still love them. Anyway, yeah, that's the kind of... I said I'll ask you a question when I'm filming the next video. Question is, when I kept asking you, when will you propose to me, what did you think?
I don't know.
Like, the first time that I asked you, how did you welcome it?
I mean, that's kind of you proposing to me, isn't it?
Me proposing to you?
Yeah.
You're mad.
Well, it's true though, isn't it?
What do you mean?
If you're going to ask me when I'm going to propose to you, that's essentially saying, propose to me now. I'm going to say yes. That's you basically proposing.
No, it's me telling you that I know you want to do it. I know.
That's you telling me I want to marry you. How you can propose to me?
Are you crazy?
No. That is what the question is, though, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think in the comment section. Anyway, yeah, that's what he thinks about me asking him when are you going to propose to me. The thing is, I'm a very impatient person. You know this. What do I ask you leading up to Christmas? And leading up to my birthday and leading up to Valentine or anything that we're celebrating?
What, are you getting me?
Yeah, I always ask him what he's getting me. I'm very impatient, which is why I knew that he was going to do it, and I was not enjoying the waste of time and the long wait. Even leading up to your birthday, what do I come and tell you?
Leading up to my birthday, what do you tell me?
Yeah.
You tell me what you're getting me, or you ask?
No, I don't tell. I don't. Have I ever told you what I'm getting you?
No, but you ask what I want, don't you?
No, I ask you.
You look to see my wish list.
No, I ask you. Do you know what you're doing on your birthday? Like, I can't hold it in. So I'm always like, do you want to know where we're going? Do you want to know what you're getting?
I see.
But yeah, it was that impatience that led me to ask you when you're proposing to me, not that I was proposing to you. Stop.
Okay.
Stop letting your head swell to wherever it's swelling to. That's what he has to say about me asking him. Apparently, I proposed to him. So add that to the tips of what you should do, the things that you need to do to get the ring before Valentine. Propose to the man. Anyway, yeah. So, where did I stop in this story? We had planned to go to London, but the night before we were going to London, we went to the movies and we fell out. So on the next day, why are you shaking your head? Did we not fall out? Do you want to say why we fell out? No? You're ashamed of yourself?
I'm not ashamed of myself.
Okay, so the next day, we get up, get ready to go to London. All the way to London, I refuse to talk to him. He tries to talk to me. I refuse to talk to him. Refuse to be held. Refuse to hold hands. Yeah, as you can tell, one person gets angrier than the other in this relationship. Anyway, so all the way to London, I refuse to talk to him, refuse to be held. We get to London now. He then says to me, we get to a particular place in London which is very remarkable to us. He then says to me, do you want to go down to that place? And I'm like, no, let's go where we're going. And the place is outside, so I refused to go. But actually, I could have gone, but my excuse was that it was cold. The real reason I didn't go is because I was still salty. So I said, no, let's go where we're going. And I was like, we don't have time, let's go. So we kept going, and we went to do what we went to do in London, because we had things to do in London on the day. I think we even saw a friend in London on the same day. Yeah, we did see a friend in London. He's nodding. We saw a friend in London. No, we finished what we went to do. We actually went to the museum in London. Well, it was the museum we went to, wasn't it? Yeah, we went to the museum. From the museum, we went to see a friend, and then on our way back home, by the time we had spent the day together, I had become less salty. I had become, we were friends a bit, a tiny bit. I don't know. I don't really remember. I think, but I wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't salty anymore. I wasn't like saying, "Don't talk to me" or "Don't touch me." But yeah. By the time we had spent the whole day, I'd become less angry. I'm gonna call her back. Hey, I'll call you back. Give me like 5-10 minutes, okay? Alright. It was night by the time we were coming back from London, so there was no way we could like go back to where he was proposing that we go to. I think, do you want to tell from your own side of the story? No, you tell from like, what did you think? Because you were going to do it in the morning before we went about our normal the things that we planned.
Yeah.
So when I refused to go where you were trying to direct me to, or where you were trying to take me to, what did you think?
Nothing. I just decided that I'd shift it up and do something different.
Really?
But I was still determined to do it that day.
Did you not think, oh my god, she has spoiled the whole plan?
No. You just make a new plan, don't you?
Are you that flexible?
Yes.
Or did you have that much wealth of ideas in your head?
No, I didn't have that many ideas in my head. But I decided I was going to do it that day, so I decided I was going to do it another way.
Anyway, on our way back from London, now we were rushing to catch the train. Bear in mind, we're getting late to catch the train. And this man is stopping, he's just stopping randomly, saying, let's go to this place, let's go. And I was thinking, why are you going anywhere else? We should be rushing to go and catch the train. Why are you going anywhere else? And, he was insistent, like all my efforts to say, let's rush and go and catch the train. He was just saying, no, follow me, let's go. So I was like, okay, I followed this man, and we went to somewhere else, the next place that is also remarkable to our relationship, that apparently he had made new plans after I foiled his earlier plans. But okay, what if I refused in the evening? What would you have done?
If you refused to go to the spot, just delay it and done it another day, and figured out a new way of doing things.
Anyway,
You're laughing now.
What?
You're laughing now.
Should I not laugh?
Okay.
Anyway, I then followed him to wherever he was taking me to. I was a bit confused. I was like, why is this person not rushing to get on the train? I didn't understand why he was not in a rush to get on the train. Bearing in mind that if we missed that train, there'll be no train for the next, is it half hour or 1 hour?
Half hour.
Yeah. So, anyway, I followed him, and we went to where he wanted us to go to, and he stopped, and then he started asking me. The first thing he asked me is, do you remember what happened here? As I tell you, as soon as I got this question, as soon as he said, do you remember what happened here? Bear in mind, I said this place is, monumental to our relationship. As soon as he said, do you remember what happened here? I just knew. I just knew that it was happening. And then I was like, yes. And then he kept it, he then started saying other things. By the time he's saying other things, I was like watching every single movement. His hand was going in his pocket, his coat pocket. You were wearing your brown coat, weren't you? His hand was going in his coat pocket. And as soon as I saw hands going to a pocket, I knew again that, okay, I'm right, this is it. But then I was saying, I kept saying, don't do this, don't do this. This is me leading, you see all the things that I've told you up to when I knew that I'm getting the ring. And when it's in that moment that I know that I'm getting it, I go, don't do this. I'm a busy woman, my phone keeps ringing. Can I give you a call back in 5-10 minutes? Is that okay? Alright. Cheers, bye. When I saw him doing that, I was like, don't do this, don't do this. Let me tell you why I was saying don't do this, don't do this. First of all, I felt like, yeah, I want this, but am I ready? so it's actually happening? And then second of all the other things that I said I wanted were not happening. My nails were not done, my hair was not done, I didn't have makeup, I didn't see that, you know, there was any way that anybody was going to take a picture or do a video and capture the moment for me so that I have it later to look at. So I just knew that this is not the right time, so I was like, don't do this, and he went on and did it. So he brought out the ring, and then, you know, he asked the question, the obvious question, and I kept quiet for, how many minutes did I keep quiet for? How long was I quiet for?
Not long. It wasn't a minute.
It was not up to a minute.
No.
But it felt like it was long for me. Because for me, I was standing there staring at him, and his hand was stretched like this with the ring. And I was looking at him. And then I couldn't say anything, but my instincts told me to reach out and take the ring. So I reached out. You want to tell this part of, okay.
No, you tell it.
I reached out to take the ring, and as I was reaching out, he was pulling the ring backward. And he kept asking me, all I could hear, this was not long, but imagine when you're in the moment, how extended it will be. All I could hear this man saying was, do what you were doing. Okay, say for example, that's the ring, do what you were doing. I can't say it. They can't say it in the camera.
Do you say yes?
No, that's not what you were saying. Let me show them. I remember it more clearly than you.
Okay.
It was my thing. Anyway, so he was holding the ring out like this, and I was reaching out my hand to take it, trying to take it, and he was like pulling the ring back, asking me, will you marry me? Will you marry me? Like he kept repeating the question, will you marry me? Will you marry me? Will you marry? And I was thinking, I was still stretching my hand to take the ring, and then it clicked to me that he wanted me to say yes. And if you know me, you know I'm a feisty little person. So it clicked to me that he wanted me to say yes, and it got me very angry. I was like, so if I don't say yes, he won't give me the ring. Like, you can see me stretching my hand to take the ring. Clearly, I'm shocked. I can't say anything. I'm very shocked. And you want me to say yes before you give me, and you're pulling the ring backward. Like, that thought just quickly went through my head, and then I got angry, and then I snatched the ring from him.
You said yes now.
Yeah, but I snatched it saying, I got so angry that, hold it and show me. I got so angry that as he was pulling the ring, I just went, yes, now give me the ring. The Nigerian in me came out to fight. I was like, yes, now give me the ring. And I dragged the ring off him, and I took the ring and put it on my hand by myself. I don't know what you were expecting to hear.
Don't know.
I don't know what you were expecting to hear, but yeah, that is my proposal story. That is how I got the ring. Oh, and as soon as I took the ring and put it on my hand by myself, what next? What did I do next?
Put it on.
And then what did I do next?
You looked at it.
I started crying.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah. So yeah, I took the ring, put on my hand, and like drag it. Yes, now give me the ring. Dragged it from him, put on my hand by myself, and then I started crying. And that is how I got proposed to. And then I then also got angry. I started crying, and then after my cry, I started having a go at him. Why didn't you make me do my nails? Why didn't you make me do my hair? Look at my face. No makeup. No, I can't take a picture with this ring. No. Yeah, I just started saying many things, but that's how I got the ring. That's it. No, nothing else. Is this romantic? No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
No, you're not telling it in a romantic way.
What do you mean?
You're not telling. You could tell a story in a more.
You tell it. Okay. Let's do a part 2 of this video. We'll stop this one here, but look out for the next video. It's still going to be this setting. Exactly now. You tell the story from your own point of view. I'll be interrupting you to ask questions. Go.